Hello and welcome. You're watching Elections with HD. The last remaining bastion for the Congress in the Northeast, Mizoram, is no longer with it. The ruling MNF has made a spectacular comeback in the state with 26 seats in the 40-member assembly. What do you make out of this Congress win and this Congress defeat in Mizoram?
There are several factors. Congress was in power for 10 years. So there was a fatigue factor against the Chief Minister, Lauthanwala. And basically, the people were looking for a change. MNF has been in power earlier also and is a strong regional party.
Right.
It meets the aspirations of the local. It is basically a Christian dominated state where the MNF got support of the church, local NGOs,
Right.
and local tribal bodies. So if you see Mizoram, the church and the local NGOs, which also represent the tribal bodies, play extremely important role. And the Congress, it seemed, was slightly arrogant. The image of the Chief Minister was that he had become arrogant because he had won twice. Something similar which we saw for Raman Singh in Chhattisgarh. The people blamed his arrogance, that they thought that nobody can defeat him. Similar reason was there for Congress in Mizoram. 10 long years, and there was a viable alternative. So, and if you see the Northeast in the last 4 and 5 years, there has been a change. People have shifted towards the regional parties in most of the states. So that trend has continued, and they also felt that the BJP is in the center. MNF is part of NEDA, which is the BJP alliance for northeastern states. So they can get more from the center because if MNF comes into power. So that played an important role in people's mind. Though BJP has put up its candidate in few seats, they only won one seat. The biggest second party, the Congress is third, is one of the regional parties which aspires to one of the regional communities. This party has come up recently and it has done reasonably well. It didn't contest in all seats, but it did really well. So primarily if you see Mizoram, it is a huge loss for Congress, and I don't think that the Congress thought that it will win. Rahul Gandhi went there only for a couple of days, 2 or 3 rallies, not much. Modi also did not do much there. And the BJP, it was only 1 or 2 rallies. So basically it
but
was...
they've opened their account there, the BJP, with one seat. But MNF is allied to the BJP at the center.
No, MNF, because they didn't have anything much, so they were not. But in the Northeast Alliance, which is led by BJP, they were part of the alliance. Though they said before the elections that there will be no pre-poll or post-poll alliance with the BJP, because electorally it is a Christian-dominated state. It would have gone against MNF. But if you see, similar thing happened in Meghalaya also. Conrad Sangma's party, NPP, said that they will not go with BJP. But after the results were announced, they formed the government in alliance with BJP.
Yeah, but they don't. These MNF guys don't need the BJP
because they don't need the BJP, but they can induct the one MLA into the ministry and get support of BJP because in the next 6 months before the Lok Sabha elections, they can get huge number of grants from the central government.
Right, absolutely. So that is of course one thing, but for Congress, this is of course the MNF, but for the Congress, the Chief Minister itself, himself losing from both the seats, does that sort of make the defeat even worse?
No, it is. If Mizoram may be the only state in India where the Chief Minister declared the candidates, all the candidates. Even before the screening committee in Delhi could screen and decide, he declared the candidates. So it showed that how a regional satrap was so powerful in Congress. It also showed his arrogance, for which he had to pay electorally. He lost from both the seats. So basically, if you see the exit polls were giving Congress 14 to 16 seats and 18 to 20 seats to MNF. So the result is worse than the exit polls. So I also think the pollsters, the people who went there, were not able to sense the undercurrent against Congress. But it is more against the Chief Minister and his way of functioning than Congress as a party. Because in Mizoram, the issue was not Congress, it was not the D. Rafael, the corruption, the farm issue.
Or the Ram Mandir.
It was the Chief Minister. And because the Chief Minister was there, the Congress lost. And before that, I think 4 Congress guys, 2 MLAs, 2 ministers quit the Congress and joined MNF. Two of the ministers who contested on MNF tickets, they have won, and one of the MLAs have also won. So it clearly shows that it was not against the party or the
was
person,
against-
it
yeah.
was against the chief minister and the face of the party in Mizoram. And the Congress didn't have any options also, they wouldn't have changed the face because he was very powerful within Congress. If they would have tried to have a new guy, it would have been a sort of a rebellion there. He could have floated his own party. So Congress was left with no options in Mizoram.
My last question to you, and possibly the most pertinent one: impact for the Congress. Just till about 2 years ago, they had presence in 5 states in the Northeast, and today they are wiped out from the Northeast. What impact, if any, would that have on the 2019 elections?
No, it will have some impact, the Congress, but in 2014 also, if you see the number of seats the Congress won from Northeast, it was not many, only few, that two from Assam. So Assam, if you see, because of the NRC issue, citizenship bill issue,
Right.
The Congress will improve, I think, its Delhi. So overall in Northeast, it may be same as 2014 or maybe one seat less or one seat more. So it will not have an impact. And if you see history of Northeast, whichever government is in power in center, they go with that government. If in case the Grand Alliance, Congress comes in center, you will see that switch. You will see switch state after state. In Northeast, you see Arunachal, how they switched the entire Congress flock
Right.
went to BJP.
Absolutely.
And for a BJP government was formed.
Exactly. All right. Thank you so much, Chetan. Keep watching Elections with HT. We'll be back with more.